Hello everyone in YouTube land, Nintendo fanboy. Someone back here as always. Alright, this is not gaming related. Well, it kind of is, I guess, but this is my rant on the political correctness in entertainment. I've done other videos about this, but I'm going to do another one because why the hell not? And it's my channel, so who cares? I don't know where to begin with this with this topic, but how long do you think the PC nonsense will last? I feel like it comes in cycles, it really does, but I've never seen anything like this before. Not like this anyways. I mean, I feel like it's gonna last for a couple of years. I feel like it could last for a while and not end. And a lot of this political correctness, like changing established characters and trying to whatever, it's all pandering. It's all just trying to appease to a different demographic just to get money. That's all really what it is. And it's, when you see older movies that have certain scenes in them. I'm trying to think here. You have certain scenes where in older movies, and then you remake them, and then they change them because they don't want to offend anyone. Like the whole Dumbo scene with the crows, the whole crow scene, and just there's certain scenes where they just in the remake they didn't have that in there, which they should have. They really should have, because that's important to the movie. There's just stuff like that where it's just like, okay, why don't you want to have that in there? Because you're afraid of outrage, mainly fake outrage. But that's what I feel, though, that these directors on these movies, and even video games too, mainly movies and TV shows, though, like, they have no spine. They really have no spine. They just bend over backwards for these SJWs, and because they're afraid to offend them, and they want to focus on identity politics and representation more than the actual story or the quality of the movie or the characters or the lore, the story. Like, that's what they should be focusing on, but they focus on identity politics, and they focus on just all this bullshit that just turns you off from ever seeing the movie or playing the game or watching the TV show or whatever it is. It's exhausting. It really is exhausting. Like, at this point where you're just like, I don't even want to see anything or do anything. I just watch old movies and play old games. You know what I mean? Like, it's really irritating. You know what I mean? I hate the term or the word, but it's triggering. It really is for me. Yeah, like, I hate that term. I really do, because it's just stupid. But it's appropriate to feel triggered because of this, because it's like you're changing established characters just for the hell of it, focusing on their gender, focusing on the color of their skin, focusing on if they're gay or straight, whatever it is. It's just like, who gives a shit? The only time I do give a shit is if you're changing established characters that have been around for decades. Okay, that's the only time I care about someone's skin color, because you change their character, you change who they are, or you change their motivations, or you change their look, like I said, his skin color or their gender or whatever. Like the whole James Bond thing, Little Mermaid. Like, God, look at Mulan. They're not going to have songs in there. It's like, I'm boycotting that. I'm not going to see it. I'm not seeing Little Mermaid. I mean, why would they care if I don't see it or not? But it's just to make a point where, like, I don't need to see your shit. Even though a lot of people don't care for the live-action Disney movies, but I'm just not gonna see it. All right. And I don't know if these people that are for these changes, oh, we need the Little Mermaid. You have yours and I have mine, or we need a female black James Bond. It's like, we need a female James Bond? Why do you need that? I feel that these people are probably younger. I don't know. It can't be a generational thing, because I'm not that old, and I love James Bond, and that came out decades before I was born. And I want James Bond to stay a white British male because that's who he is. That's how he's written in the books. That's how he is since Doctor No, like the first James Bond movie in 1962. Like that's who he is. So like it can't be a generational thing. I don't know. There's obviously a divide. I mean, there's been a divide a lot, not just politically in obviously our country, but definitely with social issues. It's messed up right now. And this whole PC culture nonsense in our entertainment is definitely divided because you do have people that are sticking up that are for it, and it's just like, why? Why do you want these characters to be changed? Obviously, there's people of color that grew up with Little Mermaid, and she's white, and they're black or Mexican or whatever. Who cares? I grew up with characters that are a different color. Who gives a fuck? Like I don't care if they're female or black or Mexican or whatever. I don't care. If I like the movie, I like the fucking movie. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a shit. So, oh my god, it's just so irritating, man. There's just countless movies out there where you're just like, why did you do that? Why did you do that? Look at Spider-Man Homecoming and Spider-Man Far From Home. The casting in that movie is just, why? Flash, you changed Flash Thompson? Why? Like, God. I also feel it is just trying to, like, rub the salt in the wound or try to poke at people. Just to try to piss them off. You know what I mean? The true fans that are fans of this stuff. And the ones that are not fans, of course they're going to accept it. They're just like, yeah, that's cool, man, whatever. They're obviously not fans. They're not fans of Little Mermaid. They're not fans of Disney movies or James Bond or whatever it is. They're just like, yeah, I'll accept it. I don't care. And it's like, well, you were never a fan to begin with of this stuff. You were never a fan. I guess I'm a purist when it comes to everything because I don't want it to be changed. I grew up with it, and that is it. There's nothing wrong with that because that's who it is. Because that's who these characters are. They deserve to stay that way. If you want to go make your original character story with a black female or a black male or a Mexican character, go ahead. Like they did with Moana and Coco and just all that stuff. Go ahead, make your own stuff. People would have a hemorrhage if they had a white Blade. Or if they made Wonder Woman a man or something. Like, they would totally freak the fuck out. They would. Like, why are they always changing to... Because obviously you gotta get rid of the white man. Gotta get rid of him because he's evil. He's bad, right? He's terrible. Gotta get rid of all the white men and replace them with black guys and black women and Mexican people and all that stuff. Gotta do that. So, yeah. It's just, I don't get it. I really don't. I know a lot of people that grew up with these movies. And they don't want them changed. I'm not the only one I'm not the only one that's saying this. Of course not. You keep the characters the way they are, because that's the way they were written. If you want to make up your own character and write them that way, like a black female or whatever it is, fine, do it. Go ahead. So, I don't know. I don't know what more I can say about this. I'm good on time, I guess, but... like I said, though, if you want to make up your own character, go ahead. I love Moana. I thought Moana was good. Not because she was a female. Because it was a good movie. It was a good story. It was fun. It was adorable. It was cute. Animation was amazing. Like, duh. That's why you see movies, because it's good. It has quality, and that's it. Now, if you're going to make up a new story with a new character and only focus on her gender or her skin color, then the story in the movie or video game or whatever it is you're making will suffer because you're only focusing on that. And the story and the lore and the quality will take a backseat. And it'll just be like, okay, yeah, we're focusing on representation and whatever else we have to focus on, because that's more important than story and quality. and putting out a good product, a quality product, right? Because that should be the focus on whatever you're doing. Like, that should be. So I don't know. I don't know what more I can say about this, but yeah, comment down below what you have to say about this nonsense. That's all I can really call it, because it is. Because that's all what it is. I'm standing my ground. I don't care. So, peace out. More videos come soon. Comment down below on this. Later.